Hi, Tracy here, and I have a layout and process called Cool Kid. And this is a layout I did using the Studio Calico kit, the October Studio Calico kit. And I'm using the background is like an off-white that came in the kit, and then I'm using these two papers here are Echo Park Beautiful Life, and the green one with hearts is called Borders, and the one with and signs is called Floral, and the yellow on the right is Echo Park Here and Now Flower Patch, and that chevron paper is Fancy Pants Designs Collecting Moments, and it's called Rosewood. And then I cut these pictures out. I had them printed in 4x6, but then I cut them out in equal squares, and because they're all from Thanksgiving Day 2012. And so and then I made it into these two vertical strips that I'm going to eventually bridge together using embellishments. Right now though, I'm going to use this mask and some Heidi Swapp mist. I'm using Georgia Peach and mustard and a little bit of gold. And here I have to shake them up. You got to shake up those Heidi Swapps real good because all the shimmery part gets stuck at the bottom. And then I'm going to use this paper towel here and sponge up some of the, absorb some of the, because I wanted to turn that template and I was too lazy to wait for it to dry. Too impatient, I should say. And so I do some going the other direction. And I like how that came out. I really like that. I love those colors together. And then I like that design, how it came out with the two different directions of triangles. Using my heat gun to dry up, because that was a lot of ink. Ended up being pretty wet, the paper, but it held up. It's amazing, that cardstock. I love it. I don't know what, is it American Craft? I don't know what kind of, if they use basil. I need to look on the site. Or maybe it's actually Studio Calico cardstock. I don't know. So here I am trying to think, what am I going to use on this? And then I pull out that ephemera pack. That's pink paisley. It's called Hey Kid. And that came in the Studio Calico kit. I think it did. I'm starting to doubt that, but yeah, it did. And it just is perfect. I really, really loved it for this layout. Once I start messing around with it, I just find so many things and it just all comes together real easily. I did this layout in an hour and 6 minutes, which was, again, a second layout in a row that I decided, okay, I'm not going to overthink. I'm just going to, because it went so well for me the previous layout, I thought, I'm doing it again. I'm just going to go for it. And because of this ephemera pack, it made it really easy. So an hour and 6 minutes, including doing the mask and the sprays. That's really fast for me. That's amazingly fast. So here I play around with the different items in that ephemera pack quite a bit. I still did fuss around, but it was easy fussing. So I had framed my daughter up at the left, so I went ahead and framed my son down at the bottom right, and that ties the two verticals together. And then I have Cool Kid kind of off to the left, of my son, and that's sort of a bridge for the two verticals, and Smile in the middle that I ultimately pop dot. And then these circles, that star, and then I'm going to pull out another circle. I was trying arrows and different things, but in there I was looking at those arrows, but eventually here I'm going to find another circle. There it is. And that just did it for me visually. That was the last piece I needed to tie these two verticals, or bridge them, I should say. And then I have the glasses next to my son on the bottom right, because he wears glasses and just seemed to go, and it was cute for him. And then I have Cool Kid up by my other son, and he is totally the cool kid of my family. And it's so funny because people will always say that to me, that, you know, Chad even walks cool. You know, he just has a way about him that and sometimes it can be kind of an attitude and not so a good way, but he's a cool kid. Anyway, so here I'm starting to glue down. There you can see I'm pop dotting that smile. And then I use that little ticket, says smile for the camera, because she's being totally goofy as usual. That's my daughter. She's a total goofball ham for the camera. And so she's got that very silly smile on her face. So that just was perfect, that little ticket. This ephemera pack, it was like it was made just for my layout and my pictures. Sometimes it does feel like that, doesn't it? When it just so goes right. This was one of those layouts. So that You Are So Fabulous, I put that off to the left as more bridging for the two vertical lines there of pictures and papers. And I'm going to use my tiny attacher to attach a bunch of stuff on this layout, because it's all vellum pieces. And so I use the tiny attacher to attach them for two reasons. One is because I love that look. I love the look of vellum attached with the little staples. And two, because they're vellum, the glue shows through from behind, and I don't like that. So it works that I like it with the little staples. So I use a lot of them. I haven't used this many on a layout in a long time. That the little glasses, the middles come out. You know, the lenses of the glasses come out if you want them to, but I didn't want them to. I wanted them on here. So I put a little bit of glue to kind of keep the lens and the frames together. It was almost like I was gluing them together with Aleene's glue. And there I'm pop dotting the ends of that You Are So Fabulous flag, and then I glued down the middle. I like to do that sometimes. There's my daughter. She had come home from school while I was doing this layout. I had stopped and gone and picked her up. And she loves this ephemera pack. It's got all this very in stuff. It's got mustaches, and the glasses are very in. The girls, she's in 5th grade, and the girls wear glasses now when they don't need them. They go to that little Claire's in the mall, and they get the glasses that just have clear lenses, and they wear them just for fashion. I'm sure you guys know that, but for those of you who might not, so the glasses are very in. So, and there was a bunch of other stuff in that ephemera pack. I can't remember, but she loved all of it. So I anchored that fabulous with an extra circle there behind it. And here I'm going to use my tiny attacher again. I thought I was done, but I'm trying to think what to put there, and then I end up realizing, oh, I'm going to do my journaling there. And there I go. So I have, it says our 2012 Thanksgiving craft. Throw together candy, corns, an Oreo, a marshmallow and frosting, and you get a turkey. Because these two pictures of my daughter are of her doing a Thanksgiving craft, because my cousin always has a craft for the kids to do while we're waiting for Thanksgiving dinner to be finished. And that year they made that little turkey with the goodies. And then my other two boys, they're holding the bunnies, and they love the little bunnies. My cousins, they have all kinds of animals. Oh my goodness, they're in 4-H, so, and my kids are in heaven because they love animals. So I had the pictures of each of them holding that bunny. And then last but not, this is not the last thing that I add, but I did some sprinkling around. There's my daughter picking through that again. She was loving that ephemera pack. She couldn't keep her hands off of it. So I'm putting some splatters and then making some of them bigger. And then I thought I was done, and then I realized, I want to put some wood pieces. So those came from the kit. I put them on there off camera because, again, I really did think I was done. And then I looked at the layout one last time and I realized, I want to add these. So these little wood embellishments, they came from the kit too. Except for that little bow. That's from my stash. And then I'm adding some stars. Those are from my stash. Wood embellishments. And then that camera was also up above Smile. That was from my stash as well. And then there we go, I'm going to put these enamel dots to finish it up. Gotta put them as if they fell, but they gotta be in just the right spot. I crack up about that. I think is that it? And that's it. There's the close-ups. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you my next layout. Bye-bye.